What's going on, guys? Jacob Ober here. The Milwaukee Bucks are one win away from the NBA Finals. One win away. They have a 3-2 lead over the Hawks, and they did this with no Giannis tonight. Down 2 starters. Remember, we lost Dante in the first round, and we come out here and we win in front of a crowd that I am very proud of, by the way. The way that this crowd was in Game 1, I really believe that directly affected the Bucks winning that game or not. And if they had won that game, they would be in the NBA Finals right now, but you can't change the past. So, we're still 1 win away, guys. And everybody stepped up on this team tonight. Every single player stepped up. I mean, hats off to Brook Lopez, though. Brook Lopez was the guy who really carried us tonight. You know, Middleton was great. Holiday was great. My boy Bobby P was great. Oh, my God, I love Bobby Portis. 22 points in his first career playoff start. But Brook Lopez, 33 points on 14 of 18 shooting. 7 rebounds, 4 blocks, 2 steals. That guy was absolutely dominant tonight. He was the difference in this game for the Bucks. The way that he was so efficient in the paint. I mean, just an absolutely unreal performance from him when we needed it the most. And Brook Lopez, you know, he's kind of been second fiddle to Giannis in the paint for the majority of the season, obviously. But when Giannis is out, he's the guy down there. And he was absolutely dominant. They were throwing him lobs like he was Giannis. They were running the pick and roll with him. He was just an absolutely incredible performance. And, I mean, you know, that game, man, I mean, that's the Brook Lopez game. That's the Brook Lopez game. You know, anytime you mention Brook Lopez, we're going to think back to this game. This game that got us to within a game of the finals. Hopefully the game that helped us get to the finals and eventually win the finals. I mean, like I said, hats off to him. He was phenomenal. And, you know, tonight the Bucks, the game plan was really good. I mean, it was really, you know, a simple approach, you know, just attack the paint, post up Lopez, post up Portis, kick it out, get open shooters. And even though the Bucks didn't knock down very many threes, they continued their cold shooting from 3. God knows how much of a blowout this would have been had the Bucks been able to knock down their threes. I mean, still, the way that the Bucks dominated down in the paint, I mean, that's what they had to do. And the Hawks don't have any answer for the Bucks in the paint. I mean, with or without Giannis, the Bucks are just too big and too dominant down there. And, I mean, it showed tonight. You know, Bobby Portis had the best game of his playoff career, maybe the best game of his entire Bucks career or NBA career for that matter. I mean, and the way he was getting the crowd fired up, the way he was grabbing down rebounds aggressively, getting putbacks. He had a couple big threes. I mean, he was like the spark plug for us. You know, Brook was the guy who kind of carried us, but he was the guy who lit the fire, the energy that spurned us to this victory, along with the crowd, of course. And there were a few moments in this game where Bobby was, like, hyping the crowd up. And I love that. I absolutely love that. I love players who do that. I mean, I really hope this guy comes back next year. I mean, I know, you know, the focus right now, NBA Finals, you know, are 1 win away from getting there. But, I mean, this guy is integral to the success of this team. I mean, in the regular season and the playoffs, usually he's the guy comes in, gives you an offensive spark off the bench. But, like, the way he stepped up tonight, starting in place of Giannis, I mean, he had incredible production. And Chris Middleton, too, was really, really good. He had a few big buckets in the fourth quarter that kind of answered some big buckets by the Hawks. Drew Holiday, 25 points, 12 assists. He was dishing it all over the court tonight. I mean, even Pat Connaughton hit a few big threes down the stretch, you know. I mean, everybody on this team contributed. Even Bryn Forbes hit a 3 as cold as he's been. We needed all of them. We needed every point, man. And the way that this team just played together, the ball movement tonight, I mean, it was incredible, you know. I mean, the Bucks were looking to find the open man every single time. There was not very much ISO ball, which I love. You know, I know the Bucks kind of get bogged down in that at times. But really the approach without Giannis was kind of, you know, move the ball more, because you don't have Giannis to back out and just attack the rim and score. You had to find the mismatches, find the open guys, And that's what the Bucks did. And whenever Brook Lopez had a guy who was smaller on him, which was virtually the entire game, they looked to get it to him. And when the Bucks had Middleton or Drew at the top of the key, they had Brook Lopez come, set a pick, and they would either be able to get to the rim on a drive or toss it up to Brook, and he'd get it and he'd throw it down. He had like at least 4 or 5 alley-oop slams tonight. I mean, it was just incredible. But, I mean, damn. We're really 1 win away, guys. 1 win away. We can do this. And, you know, with Giannis's MRI coming back yesterday, showing no structural damage, I think there's a chance that he actually plays in this series. I do. I sincerely believe that. I don't know if it'll happen or not, but I mean, you know, if the Hawks don't have Trae Young the next game, which might be a possibility, you know, I mean, I was kind of 50-50 on him playing tonight in this game, but, you know, if the Hawks don't have Trae Young, and even if they do, he's got to be limited, right? I mean, they showed him in the shoot-around early in the game, and he just was not comfortable on that foot. You could see him kind of grimace in pain as he was trying to get to the rim, you know, on his shoot-around, trying to do a layup. So, I mean, the Bucks have an incredible opportunity, and even if Giannis doesn't come back for this series, I think there's a good chance that he'd be back for the finals, you know? I mean, he's just the kind of guy that would not, you know, he'd do literally everything he could, anything possible to get on the court. And I really think he's going to make a push to play in either Game 6 or Game 7. Now, as a Bucks fan, you know, concerned about his long-term health, as the franchise's key player, I might be a little bit wary of him playing in at least Game 6, maybe Game 7, you know, because I don't want him to re-injure that knee and make it worse. But at the same time, you know, it's really, really hard to stop this guy from playing, and he's going to do literally everything he can. So we'll see. But the Bucks showed tonight, when they come out with that energy, with that aggression, I mean, that first quarter was really what changed it set the tone for the rest of the game. The Hawks did make it a 6-point game at one point, but, you know, the Bucks coming out and getting to that 20-point early lead, that was really the difference in the game, because they played pretty evenly the rest of the game, and the Bucks were just kind of clinging to that lead. But you can tell how much they just get fired up by the crowd, how much that they feed off of that energy, because the crowd was really, really loud early on. And, you know, that's really what fueled it. And, you know, there were big moments in the game where the crowd would get to their feet, the Bucks would get a big stop or a big bucket. I mean, it's like they feed off of that. So, at the very least, you know, if we don't win Game 6, we're going to get a Game 7 in Milwaukee with a chance to go to the NBA Finals. I mean, you can't ask for a better setup than that. Either we win Bucks in 6, or we get a Game 7 at home in Milwaukee at the Fiserv Forum, with Giannis potentially coming back in that game. We'll see. I don't know. But anyways, guys, though, you know, I mean, what a win. What a night for Milwaukee. And if they can win this series, if they can pull off Game 6, man, that's going to be remarkable. That's going to be the first time I've seen one of my pro sports teams make it to the final round, the championship game, since the Packers in 2010. It's been 10 years. And if they can do it, man, we got a shot. But anyways, guys, so that's all I got to say in this video. Obviously, I'll try to have my Game 6 reactions out. If we win the finals, I'm going to do literally everything I can. I might be busy Saturday night. I'll obviously be able to watch the game, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a video out. But if we win, I'm going to do literally everything I can to get a video out for that game. So we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and, of course, fear the deer.